Country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Looking for more there on 1st. Throw downfield. Incomplete. Second and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. Fighting through at the 25. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wentz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They'll run here with Mack. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Mack. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Draw play here. Lance hands to Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Mostert. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's Lance to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. That is caught by the tight-end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 12, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Wentz. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He dumps this off to Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? And pull it together and become sharp again.
He'll swing. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On second down, Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
3 yards remain for second down. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. I'm sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They hand it off to Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this returnable for Hines. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
After the sack on first down, Wentz got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From midfield, here's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give to Taylor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A defense pickup of 16 on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.